Queens and Coker on Wednesday night from Hartsville, South Carolina. All get started at 8 p.m. And we're joined by Coach Lundy here in his office today. Coach, you've played 3 games now in the second run through the 22-game double round robin South Atlantic Conference schedule. Those 3 games combined decided by a margin of victory of 9 points total. Obviously, teams you beat pretty well the first time around, all 3 victories here the second time through, but tighter games. What is it about playing teams a second time around that just makes it that much tougher?
Well, I think you get to a point in the season where your team can hit a lull where, for us, I thought that we've assumed some things that we shouldn't assume, and we haven't played as sharp as we could have played. We've hopefully addressed some of that with our guys. They understand it. They understand the difference in how we were playing, how we are playing now. And it's more a mental approach than it is anything physically that we're doing. I think they do believe they can turn it on and off a little bit, which is tough in college athletics. So we're fortunate we haven't taken any losses during that 3-game run. But we're also playing teams that are hungry and fighting for their lives, and and this league is really good.
Jalen Alexander is one of those who, even despite maybe the dry spell here for your team a little bit, even amidst the victories, he seems to have turned it on. Jalen put up a fairly quiet 20 points, as he described it to me after the game the other day, but he's been double figures in scoring now in each of his last 5, including 31 a couple games ago versus Anderson. He's now your leading scorer, 15.2 points per game. What makes Jalen such a dynamic player?
Well, your confidence always comes from your work, and Jalen has been in the gym more than anyone on our team, and I don't think there are any secrets to how this all works. And he is he's putting shots in. I think he has a goal of getting 500 a day, and that has translated to the court. And he's shooting. I think if you take the first 8 games of the season out, he's shooting about 50% from 3, and then we know he can get to the rim, and he scores in different ways. So he is deserving of what he's done. He's playing efficiently. He's really working on his defense. So you're seeing him progress because of his focus and his work.
First-team All-American in junior college a season ago, and maybe it shouldn't come as much of a surprise that Jalen's had the success that he's had. Let's talk Coker on Wednesday night. They're 4-10 this year in the SAC, just 4 total conference wins, 7 wins overall. But I have heard you mention that they are a very physical team, maybe the most physical team in the league. What exactly is it that the Cobras do well that allows them to be so physical and hang with teams?
They have terrific team speed, strength, size inside. They play aggressive man-to-man. They'll press you 94 feet for long stretches of the game, if not all the game. So it's they have been a slow progressing offensive team, but I think you're starting to see with their scores that they're getting better and better. To me, I think going to Hartsville is a scary proposition, and a game that we can't take lightly, and it's traditionally been a tough place for us to play. So, we're prepared for a physical match where they're going to try to deny passes. They're going to be up in ball handlers, and we're going to have to be able to handle that pressure.
You mentioned the size. Nathan Lemke down low is one of the biggest guys, period, in the league. He's 6'10", out of Australia, a transfer from Indiana University of Pennsylvania. He's a decent player. He averages about 9 points per game, 7 rebounds per. As a team, they're tops in the league in offensive rebounding, about 14 offensive rebounds per game. It's kind of cliche, but is it safe to say that this game could be won or lost on the glass?
Yeah, for sure. I think every game can be won or lost on the glass.
That's why it's cliche.
Yeah, it is a little cliche, but it's apropos here with Coker. They're really strong and athletic, and Nate's a big guy, but he sometimes floats to the perimeter, and those other guys are going. Their guards are terrific rebounders. They've got young big kids that really get after the glass. So that's a concern for us. It always is. We've been rebounding better of late. That was a problem for us early in the semester. But being able to handle the ball and take care of it and being able to rebound the ball are two of the biggest concerns for this game.
You mentioned the pressure that they like to provide sometimes. They did force you into 17 turnovers in the first meeting. And turnovers have been abundant a little bit of late for you, 24 and 23 in each of the last two games, respectively. How can you control the turnovers come Wednesday night?
Well, I think our turnovers have been a lot of our own doing. Trying to get too much too early, trying to make home run plays. And it kind of goes back to this mentality of, we're going to show up and, we're going to win. We've addressed all that. I think our guys understand, where those issues are. Our efficiency has dropped a little bit because of those turnovers. And when this team gets shots, we make a lot of them. So we have to get shots. And handling Coker's pressure and not turning the ball over is a huge concern.
All right, we'll find out on Wednesday night. 8 o'clock start, Queens and Coker from Hartsville, South Carolina. We'll have the play-by-play coverage for you on queensathletics.com/RoyalsLive. Bart Lundy in his office today. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Phil.